What in blue blazes is going on here? Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we're going to be making a soap that does a massive paranormal color morph. I was not expecting it. It really did me dirty. And if you're hoping to get your little paws on some Valentine's Day inspired products, well, our Dear Diary collection launches today. In the soap collection we have Lover, Chocolate Cherry Ganache, Lavender Sage, written by a woman, and today's soap, Dear Diary. Now I'm not lying when I tell you this really did a number on me. It took a while for me to recover. So without further ado, let's make some soap. Okay, let's get started by blending our lye water solution into our oils. Today's soap actually has both sodium lactate and coconut milk. I've already mixed the coconut milk into here and the sodium lactate into my lye water solution. Just gonna pour that right in. All right, and let's blend it up, and then we're gonna pour off 3 different accent colors for our base. Gorgeous. Okay, so I do have to be a little more careful than I normally am about the amount I pour off. I need to get exactly half my batter. Here goes accent 1, trying to literally jump out of my container. Here goes accent 2 and accent 3. Okay, let's get the colors blended in. Now, this is going to be a gradual change from dark to light. So we're going to start with ballet slippers. This is a pink from Mad Micah's. It is the perfect Valentine's Day pink. Then we're going to do another ballet slippers, but this one is going to have some titanium dioxide in it to make it a little bit lighter. Pour that right in, and then a little bit more titanium dioxide and some more ballet slippers. So let's blend these up and see if the contrast is stark enough. Okay, I think this is absolutely perfect. Going to add my fragrance oil and we'll see if it rises. If it does, I'll have to add it in very particularly. Okay, actually not. This seems to be performing quite well, so I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my other containers. Gorgeous. Okay, let's blend that up. My batter looks smooth and creamy, so let's get it into our mold. All right, let's start with our darkest color. This is the absolute perfect, and I do mean perfect consistency for pouring. It's enough to hold its form, but still give some really pretty swirls. It's going to look fantastic. Yes, look at that gradient. Ugh, it's so pretty. Adding a little bit of that paler pink again. Man, I'm so pleased with that. I cannot even tell you. This is like the ultimate Valentine's Day soap. And it is fragranced with sweet pea vanilla from Nature's Garden, which, as you can see, an absolutely beautifully performing fragrance. If you ever choose to work with this in cold process, you'll have plenty of time for designs. It will not treat you mean. I am going to keep a little bit of this lightest pink for the top if it will stay runny enough. If it ends up being a little bit chunky, I might have to get rid of it. Okay, leaving about this much to put on top and scraping the rest in pretty much wherever it'll fall. Doesn't really matter. Now I'm going to take one of these. You can use a chopstick, a stirring wand, doesn't really matter. I'm just going to whip around just like so. I think I'll be able to do this about 6 times, holding it on a bit of an angle for, well, looks more like 5 times. If I'd been more careful, I could have gotten 6. Okay, so let's mix up our top portion now. Add some TD, get it to be a nice bright white. I'm gonna start by blending that in by hand, then I will stick blend it, then we'll add the fragrance. And in the meantime, our base layer is setting up beautifully. stunning. I'm gonna add my fragrance oil, blend it in by hand, and then we'll pour this on top of our base layer. And in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about Valentine's Day. It feels like as time goes on, I don't hear as many people talking about Valentine's Day as I did when I was a kid. Now, maybe that's just because a lot of the people that I hang out with have already found their forever significant other. And so, I don't know, it's just not as big of a thing. I remember it being such a big thing in high school. But with my brothers and sisters, obviously they're homeschooled and so are my kids. And so we like to do a big Valentine's Day party, and they all decorate their Valentine's Day boxes in a theme, and then I judge the boxes. And when I tell you, these kids spend up to a month sometimes doing this. And I still have one of the boxes that I created for Valentine's Day years ago. Okay, we're serious about Valentine's Day boxes. One year, my brother Kenny created the Eye of Sauron tower, and it played music. He hooked up a media player to it, and it literally played music. That was probably the craziest one I've seen so far, but they've been absolutely wild, so I'm so grateful that they're getting to, like, experience this. This is gonna be my kids' first year of really being, like, conscious and aware of Valentine's Day. This is about to be an incredibly satisfying pour. So yeah, how big a deal do y'all make out of Valentine's Day? Is it kind of like a meh holiday? Or do you like decorate your homes? I always see that places like Target have decorations for your front door and stuff. Really, I only decorate for Christmas. I'm not a big seasonal decor girly like I used to be. It's a lot of work. But yeah, y'all should let me know how you feel about that. I haven't decided what Caleb and I will do. Last year, I think we just stayed in and like watched one of our favorite TV shows or something. And that was like, I'm not gonna lie, like so much fun. But who knows, maybe this year he'll surprise me and he'll take me somewhere fancy and I can wear a pretty dress. I'm, you know, may or may not be leaving hints right now since Caleb edits our videos. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tap this down. I just can't tell you how well behaving this batch has been. Tap down, looking pretty. And honestly, this little bit of pink, it really hasn't set up too much. I can totally whip it into shape. I'm just going to smatter it all around. This is going to be the light color, and then I will add some mica drizzle to the top, and that will be sort of the darker pink color. Gorgeous. All right, let's place that mica drizzle all across the top. Ugh, it's so pretty. Just a little bit more and we'll get to swirling. I know this looks pretty like this, but I promise the individual cut bars don't typically look as good if you leave a top like this, in my opinion. Now, some people may like it, but I just think a finished bar looks better swirled. All right, I'm just gonna start by swirling it kind of random. Well, I've got it at an angle. You can see I'm not necessarily doing it straight on top. This is just to get some of those swirls to lay over on themselves. You can see like a chocolate or something. It also keeps the mica from getting over swirled and messy. I'm just trying to like whip it up almost. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I've got all those swirls whipped up, and we have one final thing to add. Some super sparkly glitter right down the middle. I'm being pretty careful where I put this. I don't want it everywhere. I just want a little bit of pizzazz down the middle of these bars. Gorgeous. And we'll leave her just like that. I'll zoom you guys in so that you can see it up close. This is what our Sweet Pea Vanilla Dear Diary soap looks like. I'm gonna spritz it with rubbing alcohol, and then we will come back and split this slab into loaves and cut the loaves into the bars after the quick commercial break.
What in blue blazes is going on here?
Look at this bottom layer. It is perfect. She is beautiful. She is 3 separate shades of the most perfect pink. And then this. What happened? Both layers have coconut milk in them, okay? Both layers have sodium lactate. The only thing that this has, that this doesn't, is an extra amount of titanium dioxide and lye water. And I don't know if the extra water is what heated this whole thing up, but we are talking major crackage on the top. We're talking discoloration all the way to the middle. And I felt this and it gelled hot. Like 2.5 hours after pouring, I could see the cracking. I gave it a little press with a gloved hand. It was jello on the inside. I am absolutely praying that this was a fluke, okay? Because I really don't want glycerin rivers in this design. I was really talking it up yesterday, like, I'm so proud of this. Sometimes simple is the way to go. And then this happened. I mean, look at that swirl. It's so perfect on the bottom. How could you do this to me? This is about to go into the archived files of paranormal color morphs where we don't solve the mystery. We just don't know why this happened. Why did it affect only one half? Why is the other half not only beautiful, but even a slightly different texture? It's a lot smoother down here than it is up here. So I don't know, but it's definitely a peasant soap at this point. Will it perform perfectly? Yes, but I'm not a fan of glycerin rivers. It did ash pretty heavily on top. It's just not up to my royal standards. I'm gonna throw in some pictures of future batches because of course when I'm filming this, I don't know what they look like, but you guys will. So hopefully this is just a fluke because look at that. Look at this. Oh, it's so pretty. Feel free to leave your guesses as to why this happened down below. Right, so you saw how hideous those cut bars were, but all the other bars look like this. I literally don't know what went on. Like, look at this, completely different. And you know, there is slight discoloration on the top only, but the inside of the bar, perfect. If you're another soap maker and you're going to be using that fragrance oil from Nature's Garden, I guess consider this a warning, but also consider it an encouragement because that fragrance is so dang good. This has been such a fabulous collection. I hope you guys love all of the branding and stuff that we do on the website. Even if you're not gonna purchase anything, if you wouldn't mind popping over there and just telling me what you think because I worked really hard on it. Like other small businesses, we make everything in-house. So all of the graphics, all of the headers, all of the colors, the whole website, any of the special things, all of that is me and Caleb. So we really love when y'all love it. Because that's a big compliment to us because I'm a soap maker. I'm not a website designer. Make sure you have an absolutely royal day. February is here. It is the month of love. So hang out with some peeps that you love today. Maybe you just need to spend some time hanging out by yourself and de-stressing. I don't really care what you do. Just do something for you. And I will see you guys in the next video where we will tell you about our next collection. And also, if you want to find out about that collection and what the theme is and sort of my branding inspo, sign up for our VIP newsletter. I send out like 1 or 2 emails a month. It's not much. I'm not going to kill you in your inbox, okay? But this next collection is kind of inspired by a couple different fandoms, and I already know you guys will love it because we've done one of them before and you've begged for me to bring it back. Feeling like such a tease. Anyway, love y'all. Have a royal day. I'll see you in the next video, so bye for now. Meow.